Welcome back, anglers. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Call of the Wild, the Angler, where we are going to try to finish up the Taylor's Tackle Academy this episode or this weekend. We'll have to see how it goes. We did the night fishing last weekend. I still think it's really absurd to try and do, basically let 2 hours go in a single-player game so that way day-night cycle turns over, or you have to server hop to find some server that has night for you. My suggestion is if you can't change the time of day when you're in a map or loaded into one, just have, when you have the previous menu of clicking play for which reserve you want, have a choice of a couple of different times of day you could do, like say morning, noon, or dusk. And then that way, whatever you're after targeting, you can immediately set up for it. And that's just my suggestion, try to keep it easier, and actually make it possible to like have some control over that. But the last objective we have for the Tackle Academy is we have to catch a fish of gold rank or higher. Now, the issue with that is our gear is not really going to be strong enough to accommodate some of the gold level fish that are out there. So I'm thinking of trying to look for things like, say, what have we caught that's been like close to gold? There was the sauger, but we're not going to be getting to night anytime soon. There is the bluegill. Shallow pond, lakeshore, shallow lake. Although, okay, no, it is daylight fish, so, you know what? I think I'm going to see about trying to hit somewhere like that first. So, you know what? This little pond right here might actually be a good spot to hit, although I'm going to actually try up here first. I think it was around there that they actually wanted you to, like, try going for bluegill back when the species had their own, like, little mini tutorials or their little mini challenges to go after for them. But I don't want to go buying anything from the shop quite yet, just in case the Tackle Academy gives us, like, a sort of, like, starting setup, and then we can save some of the funds we've got. So yeah, we'll just come over here and try fishing from this dock, and probably try casting more towards the right there. Now, let me also check and see, like, the full backpack I've got. So I do have some size 7 hooks and some size 10. Okay, let me see. Ooh. I want to see about adjusting this a bit. Now, I'm pretty sure it said hot dog was one of the ones. Yeah, bloodworm, redworm, and hot dog. So I'm going to try this and see how we do, and if we can get like a gold size for a smaller fish. Truth be told, I actually do not see our float in there at all. So the float, oh, there it is, way out there. But yeah, my thinking is, because our gear is pretty light duty, we don't want to try going for gold of like largemouth bass, pike, anything that's a sizable species and will put a lot of pressure and strain onto our stuff. Because it would suck to be so close to we can hook them all the time, but we just can't seem to bring them in. So I'm hoping trying for like just a bluegill or a smaller species will let this be met easier. No, well, whatever this is, it's pretty small. It's not really putting up much of a fight for the line, but it does look like it might be a bluegill. And what do we got? Oh, no. Although, that's not bad. Silver yellow perch isn't a bad start. Close to what we're after. We just needed a little bigger, so I'm going to try maybe a little bit of deeper water. And just maybe that'll give us a chance for another one. Maybe a little bit larger in sizing. I'm trying to think of what other small species might be good to try aiming for. Bluegill, perch. Although that was a... I'm surprised there wasn't even like a warm-up for that strike. It was just out of the blue. So this might be another perch or maybe even a bass with its... Although... not a lot of stress on the line. A little tiny black crappie. Oh, wait. I thought I had the hot dog on. Okay, let me... Oh. Okay, let me pull that back in. Okay, don't... Oh, That's not the one I meant to be using. There we go. Okay, I was using the wrong, rod. That was why. Because I was sure I'd put Hot Dog onto this setup. So now we'll see what happens. Actually, truth be told, if that was the previous setup I was using, it might have only had, like, the hook size of 10, so... we might get luckier and see gold on a few casts with this. Truth be told, I think it's just with the water that the flow is moving up and down. You can kind of see the little bit of black and orange rising and falling, but I haven't felt anything like a rumble through the gamepad or something that kind of signifies something has gone or started at it. Well, we'll wait a little bit and see. But once we can catch, like, complete the Tackle Academy, see if it has anywhere else it kind of instructs us to go, or if it just kind of has us tackling more of the challenge board and it's more freeform, you pick what you like. We are, oh, what is this? This will be like episode 7 and we're still in tutorial stuff. I don't think it's too bad, it's not that it's a bad thing. I think the only reason why we are a little bit behind is, again, the night fishing basically took up a whole weekend where it didn't have to. Yeah, it could have been a single episode of its own for how quickly that had gone by. Well, the objective was to catch. The reality of it... I'm not sure what the flicker was there for. Okay, you know what? I'm not getting anything in. So let me just quickly bring this in. And let me try maybe out here. It could be possible that I actually have too large of a hook size on, so we won't catch any of the smaller species I'm after. Well, I didn't think going up from a 10 to a 7 would have as big of a focus or, like, a shift in, like, the sizes of catches you might get. It kind of does make me feel like there is still a little bit of that, again, almost, like, too predictable and shallowness that can sometimes happen, where... in the previous series for called Wild the Angler, it was if you have X, Y, Z, you know you'll catch fish A. Or if you have X, X, Z, you'll catch fish B. It's kind of like that. So the gear, unless it's in larger changes of increments, I would still kind of expect we might get more than we, well, having like no interest shown here. But I'm afraid it looks like that aspect might still be present in the game. I think I kind of prefer there to be more overlap between, things for that. I mean, I might try a different bait to see what that does. Because maybe the hot dog's just not doing it. Oh, really? I have to put the rod away, and then I can change out the bait we're using on it. Actually, let me put that away and check, because these do have, yeah, like a minimum size and a maximum size. Let me try the bloodworm, actually. That was an old one that worked pretty well before. Now, we'll keep around here and see if it is the hook size that is completely negating, like, anything being interested, or it was the bait. I think that was one of the things I really liked about Russian Fishing 4 was, as much as you could change up your hook size or that, you'd still have overlap of a variety of sizes would still try going for your stuff. It wasn't so much of a single or a few increments increased or decreased of hook size to completely negate species from going for it. It's just that you could have chances of getting more different types. Okay, there we go. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a little bit of technique you can do with pulling the rod to help bring it in faster. But this little guy... how big are you? Oh, well, there's actually what I was after. A gold yellow perch. You know, I still definitely think the hair and the facial hair and the hair on the models needs some tweaks. It looks like... I know I probably chose a poor hairstyle, but it just looks like a really weird with character models. Congrats, complete all Taylor's Tackle Academy classes and challenges. You're now equipped with all knowledge you need to go out and become Master Angler. As a reward, we're sending you off with a few gifts. Oh, I'd say there's a few gifts there. I think we have to... Oh, tackle box expansion is pretty nice. So yeah, it seems like we did get a number of things, and that's why I wanted to hold off. Oh, 1,000 credits to help, too. That's why I wanted to hold off before, trying to go after anything for, like, buying in the shop, just in case we might have actually gotten them as gifts. We could have saved some funds. But let me just check in with the warden, because I guess now it kind of is the freeform point of just go for whatever you'd like. It didn't really have a direction to go to anything else.
Lovely afternoon for a fish. Or perhaps a purchase? There's still more to buy. Come back.
I think you're supposed to actually say something here, aren't you? Yeah, I feel like that's a bit bugged out there, so nothing to do with the warden.
Catch you later, then.
Let's first look and see what we got here. Because, yeah, it looks like we got... Okay, there's the Golden Tour, which I think is basically... just stopping around at a bunch of various landmarks. Okay, I gotta go in the menu, check that out, just to make sure. Yeah, the Golden Tour is just hitting a bunch of, like, the, locations out and about on the map. And then there's tourist attraction things, stuff like this. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We've got a bronze fishing challenge. Actually, looks like a couple of those. A photo challenge and a map challenge. Let's just see about catching something here. Catch the fish in the marked location. Bronze rank smallmouth. Okay, we'll take that. Can we actually take multiple at a time? You can. Okay, that's something I really like. One of the aspects of the game before used to be that you could only take, like, a certain mission at a time. You could never really change out what your objective was. Now, though, they let you have, like, a little bit of a quest log that you can tackle. Ooh, bronze rank sturgeon there. Although that's at night, so that might not be too easy to do. Yeah, we'll take all of those, since I can easily hit that up. And let me just stop... Actually, let me check here. So I have two... So I only have the 2 rods. But it did give me... I'm trying to think of everything it gave me. I was like... Maybe it's in our actual inventory.
A real-life customer? Come in, come on in. You've come to the right place.
Let me check storage. Okay, I've got access to those now, but not... Okay, I'm trying to think of, like, what it... Okay, well, I think the monofilament is a new one. Or... No, we've already... Okay, those... Yeah, with their hook sizes, they were meant for, They're DLC freebies from Troll Spirit. You know, I might as well take these out just to have. It said we were getting a few gifts, but I don't really see anything, unless they mean, like, to buy there was new stuff. Although, let me think. That is a 6 kilogram strength. You know what? I think I'll go for the brass monkey. Because that's pretty strong. So that has a strength of 10. Bait casting. No, we want spinning. We'll go for the Othello. Line, I think we want 3. I think that's what the... Yeah, max drag... No, strength is 2.5 only, so... We want that. Lures... Yeah, we got one in backpack. Oh, we've got one of the spinner baits there, too. Well, I got more than I thought we did in the backpack. Oh, no, I understand what it means now. Sorry, that's... You're buying one to go into your backpack. That doesn't actually... count for, like, the storage. So, yeah, you know what? Baits and floats, You know what? Oh, actually, Wait, I do have them? Okay, I have the bubble already in storage. Because I might actually put that on, just because I like the classic style of how the bobbers are. Just like the red and white little ones to them. Let's see. I know I'm buying a fair... You know what? I don't think I'll use the frogs. I'll take the spoon. And we'll take a swim bait. Yeah, I've got that crankbait, so that's a 10. I don't really want to use the DLC freebies just because not everybody's going to have. And yeah, I don't really care about that. Okay, storage. Alright, yeah, so we got the 3 there, that's good. Reels, we can keep that. We'll transfer that over, I guess... Oh, because we have that on use on a rod, okay. Yeah, I'll take that, because that was what we picked up. Instead of a 10, maybe we'll go for a 7. And then here, yeah, the frog. Okay, I don't actually have any room for the poppers yet, so I'll have to look at... That's okay, that looks fine. I've got both of those. I think we're good. Oh, actually, one thing I just want to check is how much is, like, a,
Get your gear here.
I think it's in local souvenirs. It'll be 2,500 for tackle box expansion. Which Okay, it doesn't really tell you, like, where it expands into, though, but we'll keep an eye on that. Let me get that rod set up now, and then we'll see about trying to tackle some of this other stuff. Yeah, let's do a spinning rig. We'll use the brass monkey. That. And we'll probably start with a size 7. I think that'll be the best means of working. Okay, so yeah, we'll track that. Although, it doesn't actually show up on the map.
I like Oakley. I just wish he'd just give and take. You know, give and take. My ideas are good, and I know he knows.
Okay,
So
let's...
You don't want to buy more? Or
Yeah.
anything?
We'll grab a boat. For whatever reason, like, going on the map, it doesn't, like, have the location there. I know exactly where it is, because it is, like, the only island on the map to go to, but... It's a little weird that you don't have the marker present. Unless maybe that's part of the challenge, is, like, you have to make sure you actually know That's what the 500 was. Okay. Let's get going. I think basically is if we dock up here, then this will be the spot that this challenge has in mind. Oh, you know what? Just because it is on our way, we'll also see just about reporting in about this little weather station. All it really does give us, I think, is a bit of experience, so it's not a major thing to hit, but... There we go.
Here, we like to do things the manual way. So if you could manually check the other stations while I manually sit here, that'd be swell.
Yeah, just do that to clear that out. Then we'll pull up at this dock here and see about getting this objective knocked out of the park, too. There we go. Okay, now I think it's actually the little pond on the island we have to fish at, not around the island. So let's just follow the path and hit that spot up. Yeah, there we go. So we just need a bronze smallmouth bass. Oh, and another thing to report.
Unmistakable color. That's a purple loosestrife if ever I saw one. These plants have me on my last nerve, buckaroo. Tell me where I can find them.
We'll do that. And we want to change this out for probably a size 10. Oh, actually, do I have a size 10? There we go. We'll just use the regular spinner. Since we just need a bronze smallmouth, I don't think we need a very large hook size for it. Let's bring it in and see what strikes. Yeah, anything here is going to be so small, especially with our size of hook, that it's not going to take very long to land. There we go. Bronze smallmouth bass. God, I wish I chose different hairstyle. Like, if it was a little taller and spiked in the middle, it would remind me of those old troll dolls, just so easily. But we'll release that. There's that done. And now we can already take a look at another mission. Let's see, is it in the journal? Yeah, okay, so we've also got catch fish at the marked location. But, oh, okay, now, so some of them will actually mark it on the map, others you have to go and find. I might as well just hop in the boat and take a quick little spin up there and knock that out, too. Although I thought... maybe I'm mistaken. I thought there was, like, a firewatch tower on this island, but maybe not. Oh, well. Yeah, it should be pretty quick and easy just to head up to where we gotta go. Yeah, so it keeps you in first person. It doesn't give you any third-person perspectives for the camera. And we can basically just go along like this. So yeah, we'll try to knock a few of these out, and then we'll probably work off of the objectives for a while, just see how it goes. But my guess is for a number of these challenges is... I think more when we get towards, like, the gold, maybe even, like, the diamond catches, they might almost be scripted, where you'll go to a specific location, they'll be scripted for a diamond fish to be in the area, that as long as you get the correct, configuration for, like, the lure setup, you'll catch one in enough time, but they won't be naturally occurring at those spots, just like if you were to try outside of a mission being active. That's how it was for the one diamond mission we had done on Golden Ridge, back in the old series.
That right there is a nasty hyacinth that'll put the whole park up a spout. Can you find me many more, buckaroo?
Okay, just gotta keep going a bit longer. And if we're being... I mean, I guess I can't really actually see, Oh, there's our speeds. I guess we're going about 20 Would it be 20 kilometers or an hour, or would it be 20 knots? Like, I think knots is like nautical, or is knots distance? I can't remember. But I don't know what the speed would actually be for, like, driving a boat. If it would actually be in, like, kilometers per hour, or if it be configured more to something else. Or kilometers per hour, miles per hour. This kind of shows, shows my Canadians a bit. Yeah, so I guess just anywhere around here will work. One, 2, and 3. And we'll just slowly reel in and see what we get, if anything. Yeah, it took a while to oh, well, yeah, it's already right here. I was gonna say, it took a while to strike. Okay, just a silver yellow perch. Not bad, but our gear heavily outclasses it, so that's why we're not getting any experience for that. Now, I'm just going to slow it down a little bit and see if we can try get a bass here. It is something, too, where the gear that, as you're progressing through the level curve, now it won't feel like you overpower a lot of stuff that you might be trying to catch, too. Because, again, before, one of the things about the old series, before the updates that came along, you could highly overpower yourself with rods that you're probably not meant to get until you were further along in the game than that. And that would trivialize a lot of species, but that also kind of would mean that the game might not feel as enjoyable to... You had to wait till the very end to try striking. You little bugger. Let me see if twitching brings us anything. I do have to hand, though, I really do love the keybind shortcuts for specific styles of fishing. Like, these techniques were so difficult to try to do using the mouse, just because of how awkward it'd be for the time window. So again, a lot has improved with Call of the Wild the Angler. We will have to still see with the time if it does feel like it's a little too constrictive of, like, A, B, C equals D. But I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt that it has improved in a number of areas that I had issue with it before. And nothing wanted to strike it on this go, huh? Okay, maybe... We'll just worry about a standard retrieval. We won't try doing anything too fancy. And then once we can catch this, we'll probably end the episode here, just because we have pushed a little longer than I planned to. But I don't think it'll be all that difficult getting a fish. It's just trying to make sure we can actually get the species we're after here. And come here, you. Another perch. Okay, let me just quickly... Okay, that is a 10. Do I have anything else that's pretty... I'll try maybe a hook size of 8. Just see if maybe the hook size needs to be a bit bigger, try and get a smallmouth. And granted, it is only trying for a bronze rank, but just see. Yeah, nothing on that cast. Well, you know, I'm going to try over this way. See if getting it way out there will help. Maybe getting it a little bit more into the weeds and that'll help. If we don't get anything on this retrieval, though, we'll end the episode just so again, it doesn't get too long. I'd probably say I try to aim to get the angler episode somewhere between, like, say, 23 minutes and 27 minutes, 28. Not quite a full half hour, but still kind of in that span. Yeah, nothing there. I might actually have to try float fishing here. But we're going to end the episode of The Angler right here for now. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, you should give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, leave in the comments right down below. Until I see you all in the next video or episode, though, anglers and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.